think that is helpful? And do you think there should also be some soul searching on the Republican side who need to analyze?
I am not the senator for just Democrats in Pennsylvania. I'm everyone's senator in Pennsylvania.
In a world where politicians and the media are constantly at odds, one story stands out. A U.S. senator taking legal action against a daytime talk show host. John Fetterman isn't just suing Sunny Hostin in The View, he's making a bold statement about truth, accountability, and the power of words. But what really happened? And why does this lawsuit matter far beyond the courtroom? This isn't just politics as usual. It's a moment that could redefine how media and public figures clash in the modern era. Let's break it down. It all started with an episode of The View, a show infamous for pushing the boundaries of polite debate. But this time, Sunny Hostin's remarks about John Fetterman crossed more than just conversational lines. During a heated discussion, Hostin referenced Fetterman's controversial visit to Mar-a-Lago, a move that already had political insiders buzzing. Fetterman wasn't just making a casual trip. He was reportedly there to foster bipartisan dialogue, a rare move in today's hyper-divided political climate. But Hostin's comments didn't frame it as a bold attempt at unity. Instead, she portrayed it as an act of betrayal, painting Fetterman as someone cozying up to the enemy. Her words carried a sharp edge, hinting at ulterior motives that cast doubt on Fetterman's intentions and character. For a politician like Fetterman, who prides himself on authenticity and integrity, this wasn't just a misunderstanding, it was a direct attack on his credibility. And in today's media-saturated world where narratives can spread like wildfire, allowing this version of events to stand unchallenged wasn't an option. To understand why this moment matters, you have to zoom out. America's political scene isn't just divided, it's tribal. Today's political climate rewards loyalty to party lines and punishes any attempt to break free from the mold.
What worries you the most?
Nothing really worries me, because right now nothing has really happened yet.
Crossing those lines, even in the name of unity or progress, is often viewed as an act of betrayal. John Fetterman's visit to Mar-a-Lago, a bold attempt at bipartisan dialogue, was a calculated risk, one that some admired but many criticized. Sunny Hostin's remarks didn't just highlight that controversy, they escalated it. By reframing Fetterman's actions as a questionable alliance, she ignited a firestorm of backlash, turning a rare example of bipartisan outreach into a symbol of division. In Hostin's narrative, Fetterman wasn't simply meeting across the aisle, he was betraying his own side, cozying up to the opposition in a way that raised eyebrows and sowed mistrust. But this story isn't just about one senator and one talk show host. It's a reflection of a deeper issue, the power of the media to shape public perception. In an age where words can travel faster than facts, even a single comment can distort intentions and fuel the nation's growing divide. The influence of media personalities has grown to the point where they can amplify suspicion, overshadow nuance, and leave the truth struggling to keep up. This moment matters because it's not just a political disagreement, it's a cultural flashpoint. It's about how we navigate a world where opinions are weaponized, narratives are manipulated, and the truth is often lost in the noise. It's about asking ourselves, are we building bridges or burning them? Fetterman's lawsuit isn't just about defending his reputation, it's about drawing a clear line in the sand. To him, Hostin's comments weren't merely a misrepresentation, they were a deliberate attempt to distort his intentions and paint his bipartisan efforts as betrayal. This wasn't a casual disagreement, it was an attack on his core values and his commitment to bridging the political divide. In today's hyper-polarized climate, where even the smallest gesture toward cooperation can be weaponized, Fetterman's visit to Mar-a-Lago was a bold move. But Hostin's remarks twisted that act of outreach into something sinister, fueling a narrative that bipartisan efforts are inherently suspicious.
It's very clear both trials were politically motivated and weaponized that on the other side.
By filing this lawsuit, Fetterman is pushing back against a culture where sensationalized sound bites often outweigh facts, and where dialogue is replaced by divisive rhetoric. For Fetterman, this isn't just a matter of personal pride, it's about the principles that underpin effective governance. He views the lawsuit as a necessary stand against the unchecked power of media personalities to shape public perception. By challenging Hostin's comments, he's not only defending his own reputation, but also taking a broader stance against the sensationalism that has become a hallmark of modern media. More importantly, Fetterman's legal action sends a message. There must be accountability for the narratives that dominate public discourse. In his view, this isn't just about holding one person responsible, it's about setting a precedent. If figures like Hostin can distort efforts at unity without consequence, What hope is there for genuine bipartisan collaboration in the future? For Fetterman, this lawsuit isn't just about winning a case. It's about protecting the possibility of meaningful dialogue in a deeply divided nation. Let's talk about The View. This isn't just any daytime talk show, it's a cultural institution. For decades, it's been the place where politics, pop culture, and current events collide, often in explosive ways. With a panel of outspoken hosts, The View thrives on spirited debates that reflect the nation's own divisions. It's not just a show, it's a mirror of America's cultural and political zeitgeist, making it a platform with unparalleled influence. But with great influence comes great responsibility, and that's where The View faces its biggest criticism. While it's known for bold commentary, it's also notorious for towing the line between thought-provoking dialogue and outright sensationalism. Its discussions often go viral, shaping public opinion far beyond the show's millions of daily viewers. And when a host like Sunny Hostin speaks, her words don't just stay within the walls of the studio, they echo across social media, news outlets, and dinner table conversations nationwide. Here's the issue. When a platform this powerful twists a narrative, the fallout isn't just about one individual, it's systemic. Hostin's remarks about Fetterman didn't just damage his reputation, they fed into a broader culture of distrust and division. By framing his bipartisan outreach as a betrayal, her words amplified a narrative that cooperation with the opposing side is inherently suspect. In a time when America desperately needs bridges, commentary like this only widens the gap. This isn't just about Fetterman or Hostin, it's about the role The View plays in shaping how we perceive political figures and the choices they make. As a platform that blends entertainment with serious political discussion, The View holds immense sway over its audience. But when it uses that power irresponsibly, as Fetterman argues, the consequences ripple far beyond a single episode or individual.
I think it's undeniable that the case against Hunter Biden was really politically motivated.
His unconventional approach doesn't just challenge norms, it disrupts the expectations of what a modern politician should be. And while that makes him effective in finding common ground, it also exposes him to criticism from both sides of the aisle. To some, he's a maverick willing to do what it takes to get things done. To others, he's a wild card, unpredictable, and at times controversial. In many ways, Fetterman's career reflects the tension of being a politician in today's divided America. His defiance of political norms makes him a symbol of change, but it also means he faces more scrutiny than most. Whether you see him as a trailblazer or a troublemaker, one thing is clear. John Fetterman isn't here to follow the rules. He's here to rewrite them. And that, for better or worse, is what makes him stand out in an era where politics feels more divided than ever. This lawsuit isn't just another headline in the endless cycle of political and media drama, it's a warning shot aimed at a much bigger issue. At its core, it's a statement that public figures, regardless of their platform or influence, must be held accountable for the narratives they create. Fetterman's legal action challenges the idea that media personalities can twist facts or weaponize speculation without facing consequences. But the implications of this lawsuit extend far beyond the courtroom. It raises critical questions about the boundaries of free speech in a world where commentary and defamation are increasingly blurred. When does strong opinion cross the line into harmful misrepresentation? And how do we ensure that powerful platforms like The View are held accountable without stifling the free exchange of ideas? These are the debates sparked by Fetterman's bold move. Debates that go to the heart of modern media ethics and its role in shaping public perception. More than just a personal defense, this lawsuit sets a precedent. It challenges the status quo where sensationalism often outweighs truth, reminding us that even in an age of viral sound bites, integrity still matters. For Fetterman, this isn't just about correcting the record. It's about redefining the rules of engagement in a media landscape where accountability has become an afterthought. Here's the overlooked truth about controversies like this. They don't just exist in a vacuum. Shows like The View thrive on our engagement, the clicks, the shares, the heated discussions that keep their content trending. Without an audience hungry for drama and controversy, these debates would lose their power, and that makes this story as much about us as it is about John Fetterman and Sunny Hostin. Every time we tune in to watch a heated exchange or amplify a viral clip, we contribute to a system where sensationalism dominates and thoughtful dialogue takes a back seat. This isn't just about the media's responsibility, it's about ours. What kind of stories do we want to consume? Do we value entertainment over accuracy? And are we willing to hold ourselves accountable for the culture of outrage we often help perpetuate? Fetterman's lawsuit serves as a mirror, forcing us to examine our role in the narratives we choose to believe and share. While it's easy to blame media personalities for stoking division, the reality is that we fuel the fire by engaging with their content. If we truly want change, if we want a media landscape that prioritizes truth over theatrics, it starts with us. The question isn't just about what Fetterman is doing to stand up for himself, it's about what we as an audience are willing to do to demand better. This isn't just a legal battle, it's a cultural reckoning. It's about truth, accountability, and the fine line between bold commentary and harmful rhetoric. John Fetterman's lawsuit against Sunny Hostin isn't just another headline, it's a challenge to all of us to think critically about the stories we consume and the narratives we believe. So, what do you think? Is Fetterman's stand a necessary fight for integrity, or is it a step too far in a world that thrives on controversy? Let us know your thoughts below, and remember, the truth is always worth fighting for.